What's up guys, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again for another video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about the difference quotient formula. We'll do a couple of examples and hopefully the formula will make sense to you. So let's dive in. So here's our first example. Let's find the difference quotient f of a plus h minus f of a all over h. So that's one of the difference quotient, but of course there's many other you can set up. So for the first term, we want to find what is f of a plus h represent. So we're going to insert a plus h into x for the given function. So we have 1 minus parentheses square, and in that box, I'm going to replace the new input a plus h. And then we expand, so this will be 1 minus a square plus 2ah plus h squared. And then we distribute the negative 1 to simplify this further. So we have 1 minus a squared minus 2ah minus h squared. So that will be the expression we'll plug in for f of a plus h. Then for f of a, we're going to substitute a into x for the original function. So we have 1 minus a squared. And just removing the parentheses, this is 1 minus a squared. So this is what we're going to substitute for f of a plus h. And this is what we're going to substitute for f of a plus h. Now let's find the difference quotient. So we want to evaluate f of a plus h minus f of a all over h. So let's plug those in. F of a plus h is the first box, which is 1 minus a squared minus 2ah minus h squared minus f of a. Well, you're subtracting the entire f of a, so we'll put parentheses to represent f of a. So that would be 1 minus a squared, everything over h. And the rest is just simplifying this expression. So we have 1 minus a squared minus 2ah minus h squared. Here I'm going to distribute the negative 1. So that would be minus a, sorry, that's not minus a, minus 1 plus a squared. Let's keep them in order. Don't want to mess them up yet or never. So, and then after I distribute negative 1, I get this expression. Now here you want to kind of play around with it and cancel like terms. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel out 1, negative 1. And then you will see that negative a squared and a squared will also cancel out, which will give us what's remaining. That would be negative 2ah minus h squared on top all over h. And now we can go ahead and take this further, factor out an h on top. That will give us h times negative 2a minus h all over h. And here we can cancel out the h's. So our final result of this difference quotient is negative 2a minus h. So that's what it will simplify to. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Let's try another example. Now take a look at this one. Very similar, but it's a different setup for the difference quotient. So let's go ahead and find each pieces and then we'll plug them into the formula. So given f of x, we want to simplify that expression. So let's find f of x plus h. So now we're going to input x plus h everywhere there is an x in the function. So we'll do 3 minus 5 times the input minus 2 times the input square. And I'm going to insert x plus h for that new input. And then we'll expand and distribute and combine. So we have 3 minus, here I'm going to distribute negative 5. So that's negative 5x minus 5h. And for the second one, I'm going to expand this. So that'll be negative 2 times x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. And then I'm going to distribute the negative 2 out. So we have, so 3 minus 5x minus 5h minus 2x squared minus 4xh minus 2h squared. So that will be the expression for f of x plus h. So there's no like terms to combine. So we're going to keep this for later on. Now let's go ahead and find f of x. Well, f of x is just the function itself. So we'll just rewrite it, 3 minus 5x minus 2x squared. So that's just the original function. Now we're going to insert these into our difference quotient formula. So we want to find what is f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. So let's plug them in accordingly. So we're going to substitute the first box into f of x plus h. That's 3 minus 5x minus 5h minus 2x squared minus 4xh minus 2h squared. And then we're going to take away f of x, which would be 3 minus 5x minus 2x squared, everything over h. So that will be the setup. And now we're just going to go ahead and simplify this. So go ahead and distribute this negative 1. So we have 3 minus 5x minus 5h minus 2x squared minus 4xh minus 2h squared minus 3 minus 5x plus 2x squared. So forgetting to multiply those negative, and all over h. And then we just continue to simplify this. So we see that let's see which one cancels. So 3 and negative 3 will cancel out. And then negative 5x and positive 5x, they will cancel out. And then negative 2x squared, positive 2x squared, they will also cancel out, which will give us what's left over. So we are left with minus 5h minus 4xh minus 2h squared all over h. And here I can successfully factor out an h from top. So that will be h times negative 5 minus 4x minus 2h, everything over h. And now again, I can freely cancel out the h's, and that will simplify my difference quotient into negative 5 minus 4x minus 2h. So that will be our final result for this difference quotient. All right, so that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed.